5 fallouts from Seth Rollins' injury on WWE Raw tonight. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The wrestling world has been blazing hot this past week as several major developments have taken place around Seth Rollins. Just a few hours after he suffered a shocking betrayal at the hands of his faction on Raw, the rumors of his injury got stronger. Several reports stated that the Visionary is dealing with a legitimate injury which may sideline him for a long period. WWE hasn't released any official statement yet, and the atmosphere is currently thick with tension. Rollins is part of a multifaceted storyline on Monday Night Raw lately. His injury has cast a shadow of uncertainty over several other storylines, which may have a domino effect. Besides, the Architect holds the World Heavyweight Championship. Here are 5 fallouts from Seth Rollins' injury on tonight's WWE Raw. Seth Rollins' injury has surely made fans wonder what the future of the World Heavyweight Championship will be. If the reports are to be believed, the Visionary will be out of action for several months to recover from his injury. In that case, he may have no other option but to relinquish his coveted title. Rollins could show up on Raw tonight to address his situation, shedding light on his injury. With a heavy heart, he might vacate the World Heavyweight Championship. The former Shield member might vow to come after his title once he recovers from his injury and walk away into the shadows. One of the biggest questions that has been tingling in fans' minds after last week's Raw is, why did Braun Breaker turn on Seth Rollins? Tonight's episode of Raw could finally provide an answer to that. The former Intercontinental Champion could finally break his silence following a shocking turn of events last week on Raw. WWE has been advertising Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman's segment for tonight's episode of Raw. Breaker could reveal his true intentions behind betraying Rollins, shedding light on his actions. Moreover, he could state what the future holds for the Vision now that the faction's leader has been ousted. Seth Rollins' injury has stirred up the plans for this year's Survivor Series in a major way. Prior to this tragedy, there were reports that WWE had plans to feature the Vision in the men's War Games match this year. There were also talks of the faction getting a new member, Austin Theory, ahead of the upcoming spectacle. However, Rollins' injury poured cold water into those plans and the company might have to pivot. On tonight's episode of Raw, fans might see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed's storyline taking a new direction for Survivor Series. WWE might subtly reveal that their reported War Games plans have now been revoked. Seth Rollins was truly the architect of the Vision and he wanted to lead his faction to the future. Now that he has been ousted from his own stable, there is a conspicuous void in the group. Paul Heyman could take the center stage tonight on Raw and tease bringing in a suitable replacement for Rollins in the Vision. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed may get a new member in their faction very soon. WWE might build a revamped version of the Vision with Breaker being the new leader. Tonight's episode of Raw could work as the foundation as Heyman and co. could sow the seeds of a new member's arrival in their group. Seth Rollins' injury might affect several storylines and CM Punk could be one of the victims. The best in the world was supposed to battle Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, as he became the #1 contender. Well, that may not happen now and Punk's storyline could take a subtle twist. The Second City Saint may now compete against Braun Breaker for a vacated World Heavyweight Championship. After turning on Seth Rollins, the 27-year-old was seen fleeing with the coveted title as if he wanted gold. With Rollins potentially vacating the title, Breaker and Punk may compete for it at the upcoming Saturday night's main event. Subhasish Dev is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses, covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. Apart from penning engaging articles, Deb has also done scriptwriting for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. 5 fallouts from Seth Rollins' injury on WWE Raw tonight. The WWE Universe was left in shock after what transpired on tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Seth freakin' Rollins, one of WWE's biggest stars and the heartbeat of the Red brand, appeared to suffer a devastating injury during the main event, sending shockwaves through the arena and the entire wrestling world. The Visionary's injury has not only raised serious questions about his physical condition, but also about the creative direction of WWE heading into the final stretch of 2025. Rollins' presence on Raw has been one of the brand's defining elements, and any disruption to his storylines will have ripple effects that could reshape multiple divisions and characters. Here are 5 major fallouts from Seth Rollins' injury that could alter WWE's landscape in the coming weeks and months. The first and most immediate fallout is the uncertainty surrounding the future of the Vision faction. Rollins has been the ideological leader of the group since its inception, even if he hasn't always been physically present in recent months. His charisma and leadership have tied the group's purpose together, and without him, the Vision risks losing direction. Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and other rumored members have all hinted that they act in alignment with Rollins' philosophy, but if he's sidelined for an extended period, WWE Creative may have to decide whether to appoint a new leader or allow the group to splinter. This creates a fascinating dynamic within the Vision itself. Will someone like Kross seize control, claiming to carry on the Vision, or will the faction collapse under the weight of uncertainty? WWE has always thrived on internal faction drama, and this could become one of the most compelling power struggles since the bloodline began fracturing earlier this year. The second major fallout revolves around the main event scene on Raw. Rollins has consistently been one of WWE's top-tier performers, not just as a champion but as a measuring stick for talent. His injury could open up opportunities for stars who have been waiting in the wings. Superstars like Drew McIntyre, Gunther, Damian Priest, and even Jey Uso could step into the spotlight in his absence. With Crown Jewel approaching and Survivor Series on the horizon, WWE will need to quickly decide how to restructure the top of the card. There's also the question of whether Cody Rhodes, who has often been intertwined with Rollins' story, will play a role in addressing this sudden void. A Rollins' absence could reignite Rhodes' pursuit of dominance on Raw, possibly leading to a new power struggle for leadership of the brand. Third, thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.